So yeah, hope everyone's having an amazing day. Totally fine, by the way, if you have projects coming up, you can share them here. I don't mind. And also, if you have any questions, about video editing and drones and things like that, you can ask them here. I just released right before this. I just released an video of fall nature in Tennessee. So hope you'll get the chance to check that out, and I hope you really enjoy that. A lot of it was just filmed around my house, and we didn't have like a postcard fall this year, but it was still pretty. And one thing I like about drone filming is just, being able to get outside a lot and enjoy the weather and get off of the computer, because I do so much computer work. So yeah. So Meds, I don't know if you were here, but I'm going to stream every week at this time. So yeah, right now I will stream one time per week, always around this time. Oh man. Okay. My OBS just said I disconnect, so I'm back. Sorry about that. Your video is amazing, my friend. Thank you so much, my vlog. I really appreciate that. Your music lets me sleep. Yeah, this actually, using this song, it brings a lot of memories, because before I was using this song for my live streams. But yeah, like I said, anyone, you can share your stuff. I think it's possible in the future. I might do some streams like this where I will actually watch your video, and maybe I can give some feedback. I can give some ideas. Yes, I do my vlog. You can see my piano there. I have a lot of videos in the past from like playing piano, and some from singing, things like that. But right now I want to focus more on the drone filming. And stick around in the stream, because later I will show some exclusive things. Oh, spoiler. So yeah, I have a lot of projects coming up that's it's like drone and time lapse, and I just want to do cool stuff, but I hope eventually I can make videos like this with music. It's just editing videos takes a lot of time, so my goal is I want to stream every Friday. I want to release a video every Friday. That's my plan right now. And if I can increase it, and I can do like Wednesday or Thursday stream where I can play some piano or something also, if I can fit it to the schedule, that'd be good. But yeah, so I just want to have a good plan so that I can be creating for a long time. So I want to be creating for like 1 year, 2 years, 3 years. So I want to create a plan and a schedule that is healthy, that is, not too much, and to be consistent, because I think, the real reason for my situation on YouTube is just not being consistent in the past, and also not knowing what I want to do. So anyway, drone time lapse. Yeah, exactly. Drone time lapse. That's my favorite thing to do. I could show this. Let me see. Wait, I have to. I always get scared every time I show. Yeah, I do apologize for the disconnect. I don't know why. Okay, so I already showed this. Let me see. What's a really cool one? Okay. Let's see. So yeah, I'm doing a lot of drone time lapse, and to me the really cool thing about it is this is Adobe Lightroom Classic. The really cool thing about doing the time lapses is that I'll show you what the picture looked like originally when you take it on the drone. So originally it looked like this. So when you're flying the drone and you're doing the photography, it looks like, oh my gosh, it's all black, it's terrible. And then you learn how to adjust it the right way, and yeah, boom, it's looking good. So it's just really fun. It's really satisfying, you know, to take it from looking so bad to, you know, like here's another example. This is downtown Nashville, and it starts like this. It's like you can't really see a lot. It's still cool, but yeah, this is kind of become my passion of really just finding the beautiful things that you can see, that you can only see from the sky. And yeah, maybe like, yeah, I agree. Very nice way of editing. Thank you so much, my vlog. Yeah, I really love it. And I agree. Yeah, I can do some tutorial or something, because I definitely want to help others to be able to do these things as well. And you know, I only now noticed with this time lapse that the moon is there. Yeah, the moon is here. Where is it? Moon is hiding. But I have, okay, so right now I have about 60 for time lapses. I have about 60 different ones, and some of them will be in some of them are in the video that I released today, and then some will be in this video. Will come out in 2 weeks. So yeah. Oh, here we go. This is what I was looking for. Like, this is what I really do this for, is to be able to... This is what it looked like, by the way, like without any editing. This day was unbelievable. And before I started, it was also really like yellow and amazing. Alright, enough of that for now. So yeah, just leave me a comment on my video, on any of my recent videos. Say if you want some tutorial for these things, and I would be happy to do it. Anything I can do to, you know, share my passion for video editing and filming and all this stuff. And shout out to my vlog, shout out to Meds C1. Thank you so much for coming. Even moon is hiding. Yeah. Actually, I tried to do one. Let's see. Whoop. I tried to do this one because it was like golden moon. But as soon as I started doing it, the moon hid away from me behind the clouds. But it still looks cool, you can see it there. Yeah. Very great passion. Keep it up. Thank you so much. I appreciate it. yeah, I mean, it's just taken me some time to think of. When I was starting YouTube, I was posting random like poetry videos because I like to write poetry. And then I was like, oh, I can do music because that was, I would say that's my main passion when I was a teenager and my early 20s. So I'd post some music and then like, what else can I do? So I'd have some, what else? I was just doing different, like a beatbox video. I have some like philosophy videos. It's pretty random, but I think with the drone filming, this is kind of when I've felt like I really had an idea of what I want to create with my channel, and it's gonna be philosophy, yeah, like talking. I remember I was sharing these meds, like one is called Words Are Hard. I was sharing these when I met different Filipinos, and they said, oh, nosebleed, nosebleed. It's like, it's too complicated. Capture looks like a painting. Yeah. That's really amazing when you see that kind of sunset or that kind of scenery in nature. It just looks like a painting. By the way, now it's getting winter time, so you can see my plants. Some of my plants, I have it inside so they don't freeze, because now it's getting very cold. So I'm happy about that. I have my friends here with me. My friends, the plants. Oh, you have pork ribs. I see. My vlogs. Your video. Junkers official. Yeah. Welcome to the stream. My jacket. Plantito. What is plantito? Yeah, I even had garden video on my channel. It's just that like anything random before. So I think, yeah, I really want to focus on like vlogs and things with a lot of things with drones, because right now that's my big passion. But I want to just share different things on my channel, and because yeah, I know I met Junkers official from your LS. Shout out to Junkers official. And I couldn't remember where I met my vlog, but yeah. Because actually, Med, some of the people that I met before, they don't stream anymore. Like I don't see Loves You. She's not streaming. A guy who likes really loves plants. Oh, plantito. That's cool. That actually sounds like Spanish. Plantito. That's cool though. Oh, I keep teasing it. Yeah, just wait. Later. Oh, I'll show it later. Loves You is very busy. Yeah, I mean, I understand. Also, one other person I remember, Pinky Lamera. She's on Instagram. By the way, follow me on Instagram if you have an Instagram, because I post shorts on there, reels. Anyway, but she told me on Instagram she's not doing like streaming anymore because she's busy with her job. So, yeah, it makes sense. Also, that's why I wasn't streaming for a long time, just doing other things, you know. But happy to be back though. Need to go out. My friend's still busy? Yeah. Awesome. Have a good day, my vlogs. Thank you so much for coming. Here's. Wait. I'll put it in the chat, Mets. It's my real name on Instagram. Have a good day. Bye bye. I know Ermino is also, he's still streaming, but he usually streams like very late at night for me. So I'm sleeping when he does the live stream. Yeah, that's awesome. Thank you so much. That really means a lot. Thank you for the support. And yeah, for now, I just want to get back to streaming, and I don't 100% know everything I want to do with it. Yeah, Junkers, also share your work if you're still here. So. Just you can give me ideas, you can comment, tell me what you like to see, and you can give me you can help me with some ideas for the future. I also have one game that I play right now that I really like, Splatoon on Nintendo Switch. It's random, but I'm like, so I like gaming, but you know, I'm like, wait, how does gaming fit with drone? I don't know if I shouldn't put put gaming on the channel, but yeah, I have a lot of things that I like to do, but whatever I can do that I enjoy and can also, you know, help others and spread my passion, then that's what I will do. Your daughter said guapo. Oh, salamat po. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. Ah, a little help from my friends. I think I've seen this one. Junkers is good singer and mandolin player, right? Oh, this is new one. Right? It's mandolin? Oh no, it's a guitar. It's classical guitar. Are you living in Philippines, Junkers? Because I always forget who is expat in different countries. Or what do you call it? OFW or something? Something like that. Good job, Junkers. Yeah. Yeah, so maybe I can do a little bit of some still editing again, because I did this like a week and a half ago, and I kind of a little bit of a sneak peek. This is from my video from next Friday. So wait, just wait. I have to remember how to do everything. I will put it here. Also, here's my there's my premiere for next Friday. So I can show these. These are some images from that video, including the Sagrada Familia, this cathedral, this amazing place. So don't miss it next week. Next Saturday for Philippines, next Friday night for US. So I kind of forgot which ones I edited. Yeah, this is screenshots from the video. And I already gave a little bit of a small tutorial last time I did this on just my approach to editing stills and why you might want to take screenshots of your videos and what you might use them for. So, you know, if you have videos that have really interesting scenes in them, it's definitely a good idea to export some of the frames of your video as still images and edit them. You can use them in blogs, you can use them in slideshows, you can use them in reels or YouTube shorts to promote, to like tease your video. So yeah, there's a lot of reasons that you might want to do it. And I'm just going through to see where I was before. Tamshik Dan Pamir, thank you. Maraming salamat po. Okay, so now, let me see. I didn't think I'd get this far. Exactly, that says. Okay, I did not really think that I went this far. I guess that I already did go to here. That's Ethan, by the way, right here. I'll have him as a guest on the live stream in the future, so you can wait for that. You know what I need to set up is like a mute keyboard shortcut. Yeah, Ethan-san, my good friend from college, all the way since college. I will also practice how to take good videos. Ethan, Rusty, yeah, those are two of my good friends. Both from college, so I know them both for 12 years, something like that. We're friends, so. Oh, here I've got. So, not all of these stills are like that amazing. Whenever I go through, I just pick things that I think are kind of interesting. I don't try to say, oh, is this like amazing? It doesn't really matter. It's just find spots in the video that are somewhat interesting. And they don't really need that much editing, but you can always down the contrast, up the shadows, and bring that contrast back with some clarity if you want it to be really like defined and crisp looking. And texture also kind of gives outlines and everything. So this is just all to taste, whatever you like the look of. Vibrance crushes the range of the colors, so if you take vibrance all the way down, there's barely any color at all. It's like very crushed. Saturation is the intensity of the colors. So if you want it to be a tighter color range, you can bring the vibrance down, you can bring the saturation up. There's a lot of ways to do it, but it's not really rocket science. So, you know, you can sharpen it a little bit of noise reduction kind of counteracts that. And I basically always add a vignette, and I recommend adding a vignette most of the time because it kind of mimics your eyes' natural focusing towards the middle of something. And you can either have a hard vignette that's like very obvious or more of a subtle one, which is what I usually go for. What do you use for editing? Adobe Lightroom Classic. It's called, yeah. It's good. You have to pay per month, but Adobe products are really good though. You can do professional work with them. To another. So that's really helpful. Like I'll show you that on this because these are very similar, like very similar exposure, very similar scene. It's in the same shot, so you don't really need to edit it for both. Now again, you can mess with the temperature and the tint. I already color graded these, kind of what I wanted, but you know, sometimes the reason why I like to do this is one of the big things for upping your video skills, and you listen to a lot of music, right? And over time you train your ear to be able to hear more closely. It's the same thing for doing video work or graphic design or photography. You're just training your eye to observe more closely. So anytime you experiment with editing, even if you're like, well, I don't know what I'm doing, you don't really need to know what you're doing. Now, like courses and education will help, as always, but yeah, it's more that you train your eye to be able to see. So just play around, have fun, see what you like, and that's really the most important thing. And then take feedback from people, but just because they have a certain view, you don't necessarily have to do that. And yeah, Adobe Lightroom is great because see you, Junkers. Junkers said I have to go. See you later. Thank you so much. Thank you for stopping by. Yeah, anyway, you can go into a lot more detail than this too if you want to. Like, you can edit the luminance of different colors. Hue, you can hue shift stuff. Like, I could hue shift these trees. I don't usually go into doing this stuff, but you can get as in-depth as you want. Yeah. Alright, but what I do use is saturation for the different colors, because sometimes it's like, here'd be an example. It's like, it's just an example. Obviously, I'm not doing this. Oh my god, the green is so intense. So then you can just pull the green out if you wanted these other colors, which I don't. Yeah. Mica. What is this, meds? Newbie. Oh. Okay, 1 second. Meds. I'm looking at. Alright, cool. Okay, I thought so. Also, meds. That's nice. Yeah, I like to make the relaxing music. Actually, like, kind of wanted to turn the music on so I don't have to talk for a bit. So I'm getting tired. Talking because I get that voice fatigue. But yeah, really just a chill stream. I was doing some photo editing, and it depends how many people come. If enough people are being active in the chat, then I will show the preview of a project that comes out in 3 weeks. I already teased it before. Just the first second. But thank you guys so much for stopping by. And like I mentioned before, my plan is to stream each Friday evening around this time. This music busting on God. Hey, who is this, Jay? You got Riz. Yeah. want me to skip to the hype part of this track? It's pretty hype. There you go. Just for you, Jay. Just for you. Alright, yeah, so let me know if you have any questions related to video editing, drone filming, or anything else. Just let me know. And also, if you have any projects yourself that you're gonna release or that you have released that you want to get feedback on or just share, you can also do that in chat. It's all good. Otherwise, yeah, just chilling. Do I CC my clips? What do you mean by that? Not sure what you mean by that. I'm not gonna lie, I'm being a little bit lazy right now. I've just been pasting the settings because I'm like, do I really want it to be that different from what it, I mean, already is? Because, I don't know, I do some pretty similar, I guess I can A-B test, like original, edited, I mean, it's pretty like basic. I don't really know if I need to do each one. But yeah, if you're still there, Jay, I'm not sure what you mean by CC. I need a flippin' mute key. I don't know how to do this though. Like, I need a hotkey that I can. There, do that right there. Actually, I need a key that does right there, and this also. Oh, okay, color correct. Yeah, I do. So I was doing a lot different of content before, and I honestly was just using like a color wheel on Final Cut Pro and doing really basic editing, and I didn't know how to look at like color scopes and stuff, so I guess I could show. I don't know if you mean for a video or for stills, but I color grade all my footage now because I took a drone course when I was really getting into drones earlier this year. Or actually, no, I started learning color grading a little bit before that, I think. But yeah, I definitely color grade everything now. And weirdly enough, I really think it's fun. But yeah, let me show this. Full screen. Okay, here we go. So I use Final Cut. I want to learn Premiere Pro in the future because I know that's... Final Cut is amazing, and if y'all didn't know this, the people, at least some of the people who created Premiere were hired by Apple to create Final Cut Pro. So it really is comparable, but if you don't have Apple, then, you know, it's not, you can't use it. And I definitely want to use or learn Premiere so that I can have both. But right now I'm using Final Cut, and yeah, so pretty much what I have now is just, this is the default setup, and then I just have a color flow setup. So I don't know how to read like all of the other, there's so many other ways you can look at it. Like, I guess there's like waveform and like, I don't know what all this really is, but just the Luma is good enough, and just like being able to see when things are clipped or not. And then I do a pretty simple approach that's literally just like basically just adding a color curve where you raise the bottom of the Luma a tiny bit and you lower the top of the Luma a tiny bit. That just prevents it from going from pure black or pure white, which will like always keep you within that safe range. And then, I mean, just open up a color wheel. So what I used to do before I learned this was just, I don't even know if I can do it because this is in a setting. I think you have to go to preferences, and you have to there's some way that you like unlock color wheels. I don't remember. Color correction, it's right here. General color board is what it defaults to. Color wheels is what you want, because on color board it's like, it's too basic. You can't really do what you need to do. So like in a lot of footage that would be outdoors, you would just add this color curve, pull up the bottom a tiny bit, pull down the top a tiny bit, add a color wheel, lower the overall saturation, lower the shadow saturation, lower the highlight saturation, raise the mid-tone saturation. And then usually you would color shift the footage a little bit more warm, because a lot of stuff records footage too cold, a little bit too blue, so you shift it a little bit to the yellow. And then you might shift it a little bit to the pink, because a lot of cameras also record a little bit too green. But weirdly enough, that a lot of that stuff is reversed if you're recording nighttime footage. Like, it seems like when you get really dark nighttime footage, you often have to shift it a little bit green, and you have to shift it a little bit blue to get more of like a night look. So I don't know, that's some of the basic adjustments that I would do. And then you can do things if you want, like you pull the shadows a little bit bluer and you can put the highlights a little bit oranger. It really depends what type of look you're going for. There's also things like film process that you can use, which I don't fully understand what it does, but I gathered that it mimics some of the looks of certain like Technicolor stuff, and System 3 is like normal. I don't know, not normal, but I use System 3 emulation a lot, and you don't have to do it 100%. You can do it in between. But yeah, again, I mean, it's really similar to what I was talking about in Adobe Lightroom. It's a lot of experimenting around and seeing what you like. Yeah. So I'm just getting into color grading and all of that stuff like more recently. But it really makes a big difference. I remember the first project that I did color grading on was the Mammoth Cave camping vlog that I did, and yeah, like some things that make a big difference, especially if you have humans in your video, is being able to take the orange out of the skin, because as you saturate something, you can. Oh, the other thing I didn't mention is like lowering the vibrance. So just like I said with Adobe Lightroom, when you decrease the vibrance, it crushes the range of all the colors that can occur. I wonder, that would be cool if I could actually do that on my webcam right now. I might be able to. Hold up. There's all these things I had set before. Yeah, like you can actually color correct OBS as well. Yes, I did, Jay. Those are clips from the project that I just released today. You can actually go watch it if you want. I would really appreciate it actually to get some feedback, because this is one of the first like drone plus music projects that I've ever done. These are clips that are taken in Tennessee. Like some of them are hyperlapses. Like this is a hyperlapse, so this is a lot of photos stitched together in Adobe Lightroom. Some of them are just normal footage, but it's all with Mini 3 Pro drone. Yeah, it's the most recent thing that's on my channel. I guess I should probably pin it, since part of the point of this stream is to kind of wait, do I have a filter still on my video? Why do I look so... Oh, yeah, because this color correction is on. I'm legit so confused right now. Why does it look so, like, overblown? Or is it just the webcam? Whatever. Frickin' technology. Alright, hold up. I'm gonna put that in the chat in case anybody didn't see the premiere of it earlier. It's just a 4-minute video, but this is kind of a little bit of the direction of projects that I want to work on in the future. So I'm gonna put that as a pin. But yeah, like I mentioned other points in the stream, I've just gotten super into the aerial videography stuff, and if any of y'all watching have been like interested in drones and you thought like, is it really worth it? Should I invest in it? I had the same exact feeling, and the reason why I got a drone was I was planning a trip to Spain that I did last summer, because I always wanted to go to Europe, but I never got to. So I was like, it's kind of not cheap, but should I get this drone and like learn how to use it before I go to Spain? And I did, and it was super worth it, because yeah, I have shots of the Sagrada Familia, a lot of cool stuff in Europe, but if you know my personality, I tend to be very obsessive when I get a new hobby. So that's what's happened with drones as well. I kind of went all the way in. When I was in Spain, I filmed like almost every day. There's a guy, Alex Harris, who has a really good drone course, and I actually highly recommend his course. Like, it basically taught me everything I need to know to be able to have the right settings for flying, and also like everything I need to know with editing. And he also taught me the method that I use with Adobe Lightroom for hyperlapses. And hyperlapses are some of the best things that you can do, that you can create with a drone, because they're extremely impressive, they're very engaging because they're very fast, and you can't actually create them in the way that you can on a drone with any other device, because you can get angles and you can do orbits that you couldn't. I mean, you can do hyperlapses with a traditional camera, but that would be on a tripod usually. I guess you could do it from a helicopter if you're a real boss. But yeah. And yeah, thanks everyone for chilling. Thank you, Meds, and thank you, Jay. Why don't I like... Hold up. Where do I know you from, Jay? Because you had mod, but like... It's been too long though. It's been really long. Yeah. Oh man, I couldn't believe it. I actually it felt like it was been like a couple months since I didn't stream, and then I checked my channel, it was 9 months. Because I was really busy last fall, and then I streamed some in the winter, but it was like random stuff because back then I was obsessed with chess. So I did like some chess streams, I did some like Splinterland streams. What else? Yeah, and then literally it's been like 9 months because I got into drones, and then I went to Spain, and then when I got back from Spain, it was, I don't know, it was kind of depressing being back to the US because the stuff that I saw and everything that I experienced was so amazing. So, and I came back with like 1 terabyte worth of footage. I have like so many drone shots and so many shots that I just recorded with iPhone 13, and I was like, one of the points of going to Spain was to like vlog everything and document everything, and then I got back and I was just like, oh my god, like really do I have to edit all this footage? It's been really long just having to stop by. Sick. That's dope. Very much appreciated from a tiny streamer like myself. But yeah, I'm gonna start streaming like the blur transitions are stiff because they're too fast and don't seem to fade in and out. You mean in the video that I penned? Yeah. That's actually really good feedback. I really struggle with transitions recently because, like, if you pay attention to films, I mean, actual films don't generally have transition. It's just shot, shot, shot. And I kind of like no transitions, but yeah. Yeah, it has keyframes. I'm familiar with keyframing. I guess my issue with making the transitions longer has just been, I feel like I lose footage that I want to show. So yeah, being able to get a better grasp of how long to make the transitions and when to use them and when to not use transitions, that would be, I mean, I don't know if there's a way for me to really learn that other than just working on a lot of projects and getting more feedback. But yeah, I can purely do everything customly. Jay, I can keyframe everything. I guess one of my dilemmas with doing more like smooth blur transitions would be that I want it to sync up with the music, and it's hard. It's hard for me to grasp if it should blur significantly before like the beat hits on the music that I want it to like transition on, or if it should start kind of blurring then and then. Yeah, I feel like some uncertainty when I work on projects with that, and I probably am too far towards like quick transitions. I'll be sitting there and I'm like, how many frames should this be? Like working in 60 FPS, I'm like, should it be like yeah. I did start noticing that though. I was like, I want this transition to be as fast as possible because I don't want to lose the footage. And I would have it be like just a few frames, and I was like, God, that looks terrible. Because it's just harsh on your eyes. It kind of like defeats the purpose of the blur if it's. But I really appreciate that feedback. Besides the blur being a little stiff, it has a professional vibe. Word. Yeah. I don't know. I have a passion for it. I don't really have the education for it, so I'm just self-taught with it. But it's something that I really feel like I'm gonna be focusing on for a long time now, and hopefully I can keep taking more courses and stuff. And I think I need to connect with more people that are into video editing and film on that level, because I guess this is a little bit tangential, but in a different context, this was about like rap freestyling, but I was watching this podcast where this one lady was talking about like the different components of a flow state. So, you get into a flow when you're not thinking, you're just in the moment, you have full access to all your memories and all your capabilities and also your powers of observation. And when you're improvising in music and you get into a flow, you don't think anymore. When you're doing anything, you get into a flow and you don't think. But one of the components of flow that she mentioned was immediate feedback. And I heard that and I was like, that's interesting. Because I feel like I get into a flow with video editing. But then there's kind of a component of the immediate feedback that's missing, right? And it got me thinking about that with content creators, and especially like smaller creators. So like, say you like sit there and you edit and you put everything into it and you're like, I don't know, like, how can I make it better? And you just post it. And then like, it's just crickets. Like you don't get any comments, you don't get any feedback. And it kind of brought up that quandary for me, like, how much can you actually advance and kind of hone your flow of your editing without getting that immediate feedback? Or is it really just referring to like the feedback of yourself, like you're looking at it? Oh, I like that, I don't like that. Because an issue is that when you're sitting there video editing, eventually your eye gets fatigued. Like if you work on it long enough, you'll get to a point where you're like, I don't know, like is it crap, like is it good, is it horrible, I don't know anymore. You have the same problem with timing transitions? Huh. Yeah, I don't know, like that's actually a really big question. So like when I'll be editing, you should get to a point to where your software, especially if you're a musician, where you're like, you can feel the BPM of the song and hit space, like pause your software right where it hits, and you can see in the audio, oh, there's a spike there, that's when the kick hits. The only real insight to it that I've had recently, Jay, that might help you as well, that I've only had a little bit of time to start to like implement. It's not really in some of these projects because I'm working on new things now. Like the ones I'm dropping now, I mean, it's not in. But what I noticed is it's better if you have the clip change a tiny bit late versus a tiny bit early. At least that's to my eyes. I noticed anything, if it would change like even a frame or two early, I hate the way it looks. I'm like, it looks like it's off from the music because it happens entirely before something hits. But if it's a couple frames later, then it's not as jarring as an effect. That's the only thing I've been able to glean so far, but the other thing that confuses me is I've noticed that in a lot of effects, it looks good when it starts to transition before that hit happens. It's almost like your eyes, like the synesthesia, like, or the combination of the senses, like syncs together. Like you see it coming in the audio, and then like, boom, it hits with, or you see it come. What am I saying? You see it coming with the video, and then like, boom, it hits with the audio. So, that's super dope though. So anyway, I feel like I had that problem. Like it's really, really difficult to get good feedback as a creator at times, like as a small channel. Because if you don't get that many comments, and the comments you do get are like, great video, bro, check my channel. But yeah, for me, I would call it an impact. Yeah. But it helps, I think, just having these like conversations more, and like I mentioned earlier in the stream, I've considered, because I've had a lot of struggles over the years of like, what should my channel really be about? And I didn't have a niche, because I had poetry content, and I had gaming, and I had chess, and I had philosophy, and I had everything. But I really have gotten more attracted to graphic design, video editing, and also the business side of things. And I came from music, right? So that's always going to be my foundation. But now I have interest in more like the modern landscape, and basically being an artist in the modern landscape. And I'm really interested in the synchronization of audio and video. I don't really have an interest in like film script, like that kind of level of filming. It's more like, oh, what the heck? I didn't even know this was still a thing. Shout out to Ruby TV Vlog. Whoa, bro. I didn't even know that Streamlabs still worked. But yeah. Anyway, Jay, that's cool feedback. So yeah, what I was trying to say was, I was mentioning earlier in the stream that I think it could be cool to kind of focus my channel in on those topics, and even do some things like, what I really want to be able to do is provide value to whoever is watching. Like, I don't want it to just be my creative projects, which are like cool. The purpose of those are like to create a moment of inspiration, and to create something that pulls someone out of this hypnosis that a lot of people are in, that think that it's a disgusting world or it's a messed up world that we live in, to create and pull them out and show them like the beauty. So that's kind of the purpose of that work. But I also want to serve in other capacities, so any skills that I either have or I'm practicing and I'm developing, if I can actually leverage those skills to benefit anyone who's in this community, then that's what I want to do. Because that's really what I get fulfillment out of, is doing my creative work and also using a lot of those skills to help other people level up, learn from other people, so that we can kind of like rise, simultaneously. Shout out to Ruby TV Vlog. Thank you for subscribing. I appreciate it. So yeah, that's just what I'm brainstorming about, what I might do in the future with this channel and with live streams and stuff, because I was trying to figure out how live streams really fit into the context of like the other stuff I'm working on. Thumbs up. Thank you. Thank you, Ruby TV. So, I don't know how much longer I'll stream. This is not going to be like a super long stream. But shout out to everybody who's here. Ruby TV, you can share your link if you want to. Thank you for stopping by. Alright, I'll be right back. I'm gonna take a break, restroom break. BRB. Yo. Yeah, Ruby, I was just asking because I couldn't remember where I met you from. So you're from the Philippines and you stay in Hong Kong. That's cool. Very cool. Do you speak Cantonese? I started to learn a little bit of Cantonese at one point in time because I thought I was gonna go. Well, I had a job lined up in China to teach. That was a long time ago though, like 2018, and then it didn't go through because getting a Chinese visa was hard. At least I think Hong Kong speaks Cantonese, right? I was gonna go to Guangzhou, which is also Cantonese. I know Hong Kong also, they speak a lot of English, I think. But yeah. Hope everyone's having an amazing evening or afternoon, wherever you are. 10 p.m. for me. 12 noon for Philippines. Everyone is having lunch in the Philippines probably right now. Maybe Meds went to take her lunch. You seen your channel through Meds. Oh, okay, that's cool. That's what's up. I'll probably send y'all to Ermin channel after I end the stream, because I think I saw he would stream. Unless I got it confused. Yeah, I think he'll be live after. Oh, he moved it, so a little bit later in 1 hour he will stream. So if you want a chill PH streamer, you can go to Hermano after this. What else? Well, it seems like the stream didn't drop well, I think it disconnected a bunch and then reconnected, which I don't get because I have like gigabit internet and it shouldn't really cut out much. But yeah, I don't really have a whole lot more, but maybe I'll just do a bit more stills editing in Lightroom, and then if anyone comes through has any questions, then I'll answer that. Let me get my phone for the chat. Yeah, that seems like a good approach. In the past, when I would work on stuff, I always had this like obsession to get it released as soon as possible, like as soon as I finish it. And I definitely have a lot of mediocre stuff that's on the channel. But now I'm doing like, I'm just gonna be planning a lot more. So with everything else that I'm doing in my life, I think I can release a long form video once a week. So I'm going to be dropping on Fridays and keep them a little bit out. But I don't want to obsess too much. Like, it is good to like upload something. It depends how short too. Like, the shorter it is, which is why I think like TikTok and YouTube Shorts and all the short form content has really exploded, because it's a lot easier to like go back and make edits whenever you're dealing with that sort of thing. Like, I usually dive so fully into any project that I'm working on that a lot of times by the time I get it to a certain point, I don't really want to do anything else with it. I'm like, alright, that's about like as good as I've gotten it. Like that autumn video, I think I finished it like 2 weeks ago or something like that, and I wasn't 10,000% happy about every single part, but I feel like it served its purpose to teach me what I could learn from it. And one of the main points of this channel to me is to kind of be like a time capsule of documenting like as I learn. And so just for some history, this channel used to be monetized, but I wasn't active on it for so long that I actually lost my my monetization status. So I would like to get back to that point. I need more watch hours, but eventually I will most likely make some of the stuff that I'm not as happy with on my channel, probably make it unlisted, or just put it in like members only playlist just for like historical purposes. But yeah, the annoying thing about how YouTube's kind of productive, it's almost like this meaningless threshold that you have to hit. Like, what is the purpose of 4,000 watch hours? I really don't know. Or you can get 10 million YouTube Shorts views and then you get monetized. It's like, okay, good luck with that. You can do that if you make like, I'm not gonna lie, it's kind of depressing if you look at what shorts get millions of views. It's not necessarily contingent on quality, I'll put it that way. Anyway. But definitely I feel like waiting a while, giving some time, giving some space to a project that you're working on and then coming back to it, it's really, really helpful. Because, yeah, eye fatigue is a real thing. Like, eventually you can't really, like, see something genuinely anymore. If you look at it for too long or if you're looking at it every day. But, yeah, basically every project that I've ever worked on, after I'm done with it, if I'll give it some space and I'll go watch it, then there would be certain things about it that I don't really like, that I feel like could be improved. And sometimes it's things that I know could be improved, but it's not really in the editing, it's just like, I need a better camera. Stuff like that. On one hand, it's tempting to see how the result will be, so it can be easy not to look back too much when editing. Yeah, there's always like that excitement to be like, oh yeah, I can't wait to like see what it looks like when it's put together. Shout out to Meds C1. You had your lunch, Meds? Shout out to Ruby TV and shout out to Jay. Appreciate y'all chilling. Heavy rain. Ooh. Be careful. Hopefully, I hope no flooding. Will you stream today, Mets? I can figure out while I'm streaming how to like set up a mic mute button. It actually kind of triggers me. I'm not gonna lie that I don't have it set up. knew you could do this. Hotkeys. Push to mute. Cool. I don't think I can do it. I can't do it through OBS because of the way I'm running the audio through Logic. Oh well. It's all good. Heavy rain, huh? It's about to get cold here. Like, it's gonna get below freezing tonight for sure. That's why I was going out and like filming it every day. Because now it's gonna be cold. Mostly for November, December, January, February. At least 4 months-ish. Not as bad as up north, but still. Always used to, Jay. But I found that when I always had this pressure on myself, like I need to make the music because like that's so lame to use like public domain stuff or yeah, I just felt like it was lame to use any type of stock music. I wanted to either use my friends. I had a lot of I have a playlist called Rusty Beat videos, and I would do these abstract like 3D generated type visualizers, and that was my friends' music. Like I always wanted to use underground music, like my music, my friends' music, and ultimately I found that it caused me to eventually kind of burn out and not be able to create as much stuff, because to have to do all the filming, all the editing, and then create an entire soundtrack, and it's just so much work. So recently I actually I use Artlist now, which is just a service that lets you pay a flat fee per year, and it's cool. Good lo-fi stuff. They have like a lot of different stuff, so that's what I'm using now. And I want to do projects with my music in the future, but yeah, like it literally takes me so long and like that's the thing is, my background in music is in composition and arranging, and it was a lot of focused on like piano playing. It's not really so much like audio and video editing and graphic design and that type of software, but I really just don't enjoy mixing audio and like recording and editing audio that much. I've done it a fair bit, but I just don't have as much interest in learning it. So yeah, I have a good friend who was really into producing and composing and making beats for a while, but he's also kind of doing other things in life now. And then I have a huge number of friends that I know from back in the day that so hopefully I can find a way to integrate that into projects in the future, because I do want to use my own music as well. My goal right now is to like see, can I maintain the level of output that I'm doing now, which is like about every other week I'll drop a movie from Spain, which not a movie, a video from Spain, because it'll probably be, I estimate it'll be like 40 videos, because I recorded every day of the trip and it was a 5-week trip. So every other week I'll drop that, and then on the off weeks I'll drop some other project, like this autumn one that I just did. So if I can get ahead enough of schedule where I'm like a few weeks out of schedule, then I feel like I'll have more leeway to actually work on musical projects, my own music, where I can do like drone stuff plus my music. But I'm also not, obviously I'm not a full-time content creator, because I don't earn any money off of it as of this point, unfortunately. So yeah, we'll see how I can fit it in, but it's definitely my passion. Always has been creating creative stuff. What has varied is the medium, whether it's poetry or whether it's music or electronic music or like rapping or what else have I really been into? Mainly that's it. Just in like video. I've done like abstract video visualization, and now like drone videography and stuff, and a little vlogging, but the passion kind of stays the same. And you really have to connect with that, because depending on your context for working on creative stuff, you could definitely find it depressing to do in our culture, because you feel like you're competing with creators. They have professional editors. Like if you want to talk about something that's at the scale of like Mr. Beast, that's an entire company. That's like an entire insane freaking company that has like 100 employees. Like, so you feel like you're kind of competing with these huge corporations, and you kind of are sometimes. Like if you go to YouTube trending, you're seeing like late night shows like Jimmy Kimmel and all this stuff. It's like Will Smith, like Hollywood. That's funny though, but it all depends on your mindset and what you do it for. So for me, what I do it for is it's just what I enjoy the most. I find the most value out of being creative, doing something that connects with kind of the beauty aspect of the world. And I do feel like it's part of, I guess, my calling or my purpose. So one of the things I'm most excited about at this point is finding a rhythm and finding a plan for how I can, and then I end up burning out because I don't have enough accountability, and I don't have a good enough community created so that it has a feeling of like a shared goal. So I'm really looking forward to that, and which is why in this stream I kind of been brainstorming more about what are the ways that I can kind of serve people and support people, and connect with like-minded people that have some similar, not that I only want to meet people that are the same as me, but yeah, definitely want to connect with people that are analogous interests and have some overlap. I edit completely different stuff. Maybe you from my experience. Wind can add a start to a vibe in an edit. I usually use this, fair warning. Yeah. That's what I'm interested to add, is like some ambient type of sound effects, especially with the type of videos that like similar to the one that I released today. Because the interesting thing with recording drone footage is obviously like or maybe not obvious, but you don't have audio with it. And so like the dude that I took a drone course from was talking about like if you have footage of the beach, like, and there's gulls in there, like adding like seagull effects that are like at a low level below the music and stuff like that. So it definitely can create like a more immersive experience. And I need to look into it further, but I'm pretty sure that what I got through Artlist actually includes, I think it includes sound effect, like a huge sound effect library as well. But I kind of forgot about it, and also, I don't know. Since it's kind of the dilemma of like, I can do a lot shorter videos and do a higher attention to detail, but then it's not very much content. Or I could do longer details, and then I'm like, I mean, to be fair, you can just get faster at editing as you go. And I already feel like I am in the past. What has it been, like the past 2 months that I've been active again? Maybe it's only like 6 weeks. But yeah. Thanks for the tips though, Jay. I appreciate that. And yeah, like the copyright status of a lot of things is kind of nebulous. And a lot of times it doesn't matter until it does. You know what I mean? And in general, like if you're a smaller creator and it's not monetized, it generally doesn't. But and like, I mean, there's a huge amount of sound effects and stuff that are and random audio that is copyrighted, but you can actually use it and you'll never get any type of flack for using it. The whole copyright system, from what I know about it, is pretty broken, and it's positioned as a way to protect creators, but ultimately it's kind of a system that protects large corporations that hold copyright. And historically it hasn't really benefited the actual like musicians or artists much. It's benefited large corporations that are designated to and it does kind of like, the idea of copyright kind of goes against the collaborative spirit. The interesting thing with it is that it's this paradox of like all this heavy copyright, but yet like on YouTube you can remix anybody's short, like just like on TikTok. Unless you turn it off on YouTube, anyone can take your long form video content, like your vlogs or like any of your videos, and clip your stuff and just put it in their own short. So it's like, it's this weird paradox of like stuff being hyper strict on copyright, but then at the same time, just like clip anything you want. Both in technology and art is the thing that is needed to kind of move forward, but I don't know, there is some need for it. But yeah, even the idea of intellectual property is not really valid on an ontological level, because no one obviously owns any idea or philosophy. So this is just like a human created idea that you can own some idea, or it's actually very abstract if you think about it. Because artists don't even own the things they create. They're just the conduit that it comes through. But since we function in the currency system that we do right now, we have systems like copyright. I do think it's possible to actually create a more advanced system of value in which there can be open collaboration and people can still kind of benefit from the things they create. But not that I know what that would look like, but I definitely see humanity going towards that in the distant future. It's interesting if you see in a bunch of different sci-fi, there's often a point in time where humanity becomes so advanced that we kind of lose the same need for money that we have now. It's not that there's no money, but like the credits are not that important because there's just such a high level of prosperity. And we're already honestly on that trajectory as a species. Because if you compare the wealth of the poorest people today, maybe not the poorest, but the poorest in first world countries, the things that we have access to are actually far above what royalty the poorest like class in America has access to things that royalty from a few hundred years ago did not have access to. So I don't think it's inconceivable that we could move to a point to where we don't really have the kind of, or need the kind of monetary system that we need now in order for people to have a really good quality of living. Just futurist things. But yeah, we're a long way from that now. And we have a scarcity based economy. So we have a system of currency that's based on, hey, I have this, therefore you don't have that, you know. But there actually is enough wealth in the world for everyone to be fairly prosperous. But it actually depends on the growth of human consciousness. Because as human beings like develop in intellect and in overall consciousness, wealth becomes more natural. Because there's a way of looking at the world that a large amount of people that are on the world are net how could you say it? They mainly take from the world. I guess you could put it that way. And I'm not talking about like, oh, rich people, they take from the world. Like actually, as a whole, a lot of wealthy people contribute the most to the world, and that's why they have wealth. Like they have companies that support hundreds of people with the wages and stuff. Do they have more than they should? Yeah, you could maybe argue that. But there's a lot of factors that go into it, and for me, it all comes back to the growth of human consciousness and the growth of human intelligence over time. And as that proceeds, then we'll also see the overall prosperity of humanity gradually go up, because like we came from a period of time in the Middle Ages where there was feudal society and like, you know, royalty owned everything, and then the rest were just like peasants that did everything for them. And we sort of still have that kind of a setup in a different way, but it's interesting because the wealthiest people have more, like there is a larger wealth gap now than there was in the feudal times. But the level of technology and prosperity has increased so much that even though the gap has increased, the average person's wealth is greatly increased. Background beat recommendation also 9 out of 10. 9 out of 10 it is copyrighted. Word. Yeah, I'll hit you up. I saw that you had some like anime edits and stuff, but like I'll check it out after stream, Jay. But anyway, I don't really remember why we got on that topic. I just find it funny when people have a hyper pessimistic view of the progression of humanity, because it shows me that they haven't really studied that much history. Because if you're aware of history, then you understand how much we've advanced in an extremely rapid time period. Like a few hundred years is absolutely nothing in a cosmological perspective. Like it's literally nothing. So, yeah. Also, Jay, if you want to, at any point in time, I would love to get some feedback, since you had really good feedback from that autumn video. It's a little bit longer, but I would love to get some feedback on this. What's it called? Barcelona video that I made. It's like a combo of iPhone footage and drone footage. Yeah. Let me put it here, just so you have it if you want to watch it sometime. Let's see. There you go. But yeah, I'll check out the stuff that you drop in after stream, and I'm probably gonna end stream relatively soon, because almost every day, and I would do like a lot of 6-hour streams and stuff like that. Like I will burn out eventually, and then it's just, I'd rather take it slow and do like some shorter streams and not do them as frequently. But I definitely give some real thought to like as I grow and as I get some momentum going, I definitely want to feature other people and like do some streams where I just like watch people's videos and kind of give feedback. And I think it would be fun to create a community that's based around that, where we kind of all, it doesn't have to be all the same type of content either, but because like a lot of the editing and stuff, it comes down to things that are semi-universal. And one of the things that I've been like aware of that I want to improve is storytelling, because ultimately I think that's what any video does, is it tells a narrative of some sort, even if it's like a TikTok. It just tells the story like in a few seconds. Man, I took too many screenshots of this vid. I am really happy about this vid though. Where is it at? It's this. This is gonna be the next release next Friday. Really excited about this one. I got a couple cool hyperlapses in there. I got some footage of the Sagrada Familia, which is this epic cathedral. Park Güell, which is this area that has all these pillars, and like this is Park Güell. Anyway, these are screenshots from that. But yeah, shout out to everyone who joined the stream today. Jay, Meds, Ruby TV, my vlogs. Who else? my vlog. Yeah, that was the main people. Junkers official. Wait, I speak different language. Sí, un poco. Puedo hablar español un poco. No es muy. I can speak a little bit. Actually, it was fun though, cause like I grew up in Texas and I studied Spanish in, like 9th grade, 10th grade, and then a little bit in college. And I never went to any Spanish-speaking country. And then I was like, I wonder how much I could really converse. And I felt like it gave me a lot of confidence to go to Spain, because I was able to have a decent enough Spanish to carry on a conversation. I mean, yeah, I mess up whether a noun is like masculine or feminine a lot, or I don't know the words for a lot of things, but I pretty much only speak Spanish and English. I know some Japanese because I was studying Japanese. I was studying kanji and like a lot of Japanese stuff in 2016, and then 2016 and 2017, and then in 2015 I went to India for 4 months, and I actually learned some Malayalam. That's like a South Indian language. So I've always been interested in languages, but I've never achieved my real dream, which is to become fluent in another language. So Spanish is probably the most practical, but Japanese would be the second one behind that. Yeah. Actually, one of my huge mentor figures, unfortunately, he passed away, but it's an African American dude named Moses. He went by Lao Shu on YouTube. He had a YouTube channel, and he would do these level up series. And he was like in his 30s, or I think it was in his early 40s when he unfortunately passed away. It was really sad, like a couple years ago. But he spoke like he was conversational, or like at a pretty good level, in like 50 something languages. Like absolutely insane. He would choose 4 new languages every year and dedicate 3 months to each language. Super mind-blowing. Actually, finding his videos and seeing him doing that was like made me get the confidence that I could actually study Japanese and study different languages. Sorry guys, I've just studied like 5 or 6 languages, but most of the ones that I've studied I only have a very small amount of understanding in. But yeah, 2-hour stream. I think it's pretty solid. So I think I'm gonna end the stream, because you like the old turtle from Kung Fu Panda. Bruh, no, I don't know the reference. I've only seen clips from like obviously I know Kung Fu Panda, but I don't think I've seen the whole thing, so I don't know the turtle reference, Jay. But yeah, I guess that's about it for now.